Hello everyone, welcome to the PIPCAST 3000. I am Caedo, and this is my co-host, Bad Company Sarge.
Hello there.
This is a bi-weekly podcast that happens every other Sunday, 10 a.m. Pacific, usually having some kind of topic related to Bethesda, or open world games, or Obsidian, last episode, or just really meaty RPGs and stuff like that. That's kind of the thing we go for, yeah. And it's called PIPCAST, so you can expect, Fallout callbacks and discussion pretty regularly, if not constantly. So, because the anniversary edition came out and we have a lot of things to say about it, and I may or may not have invited some people from maybe another video as a disclaimer to hear extended thoughts. This is where those extended thoughts are probably going to be for anniversary edition, because Sarge and I probably have a lot to say on that topic.
I mean, I've already said a lot online, but I've still got more to say.
Yeah, we got plenty in the chamber. So I think that's what the main topic is going to be, but just so many things happened the last couple of weeks in gaming. It's
going to be a long one. There's chapters, if you need to skip to or from anything. It's all there.
Decently long episode for sure. But first, what we do is we thank the Wasteland Legends, which is one person, Sven, and also the patrons supporting this channel and the main channel. Thank you so much. You'll be in the end credits on both channels, which is a pretty sweet deal, if I do say so myself. Just $1, in fact, to do that.
I feel like I should also thank my patrons. They're not in the end credits for this channel, but they are on my other two channels. So if you're a patron of either Caedo or mine, that was grabbed me, fine. You get to be in the end credits of two different channels, either way. Patron of both of us, that's 4 channels for $2. I mean, if you're a fan of credits, that sounds like a pretty good deal to me.
Yeah. Or vlogs that, vlogs and cool backgrounds or wallpapers for your computer or phone or whatever you want to put them on.
Yep. You can print them out and stick them to your wall if you fancy. I won't stop you.
That's a lot of ink, though.
That is a lot of ink.
Now that we've talked about the features of throwing money at us, let's get into the comments of the cast and grab some comments from the last episode in which we talked about the Outer Worlds 2, right?
Yeah.
Long story short, we were pretty satisfied with the Outer Worlds 2.
Good game.
And talked about that quite a bit. Spoiler-free episode, by the way. If you didn't go back and listen to it, I'd say it's worth it.
You know who else thinks it's worth it?
Who?
Rallo Jr., who left a comment on Spotify that says, I don't have too many hours in Outer Worlds 2, but it's fun so far and a big upgrade from the first. Also started Avowed finally because Caedo got me super interested, and I love it. Excited to see new videos for Outer Worlds 2 from you guys. And I want to say, I love your comment. I like seeing a lot of positivity. It's nice to see people just being like, hey, I love this game. Lots of fun. I'm having a good time. Those are the comments I want to see more of.
Wait, Sarge, did you get body swapped?
What do you mean?
You're being weirdly positive. I don't know. Something suspicious.
I'm allowed to be weirdly positive.
Are we getting the positivity out of the way because of all the other stuff that we're going to talk about?
There's going to be negativity later, obviously.
Okay.
I have made an entire little game for us to play just to poke fun at something bad, so but I can be positive as well. I have multitudes to me, and I wish the internet would understand this. I don't have just one opinion. I'm a very complex individual.
Oh, Sarge hates all games. He's a grumpy gamer. He's a grumpy old man. Anyway, thanks, Rallo Jr. Thank you for the comment, and it is. Thank you for the compliment of seeing the Avowed stuff too.
Yeah,
I enjoyed Avowed quite a bit as well.
I really want to go back and play Avowed next year again because they've got updates and stuff, and I want to go through it. I'll probably make another build because I had a build plan from the start of the game which I couldn't do because I needed to get a rifle in the first location, which you couldn't do when the game first launched. But they've added it, so I've already got a build plan for that game for some point early next year.
Yeah. It's not a cheap rifle, by the way, if you're talking about the unique one, but it is there.
Yeah. I don't buy things in video games, so if I have just one thing to buy, it'll be fine.
Oh, okay.
I still, slight aside, I still have not spent any money, I believe, on my main or secondary character in Outer Worlds 2.
Wow.
I've like quick saved, bought stuff to be like, oh yes, this is how you do it for the footage of the video, and then reloaded the save so that I've not spent the money. I am such a cheapskate.
We'll see how much longer that lasts, because, you know, Auntie Cleo's literally just wants your money all the time. So, yeah, we'll see how long that lasts. But, again, yeah, great comment. Thanks so much. Nice to see people just enjoying things, because it's hard to sometimes. And we'll be speaking on that a little bit. But on to the news. Just recap. The main topic is going to be about Fallout Anniversary, or Fallout 4 Anniversary. But for the news, we have PlayStation State of Play that happened.
Yeah, whole bunch of games were shown.
I didn't actually watch this State of Play, so I'm scanning through this for the first time.
I also didn't watch it. I'm aware of the Elden Ring Night Rain DLC. Yeah, the Elden Ring Night Rain stuff is, I think it might actually be the only game I've seen the broader internet talk about during this one. I will say the overall consensus I saw from like 3 or 4 comments, so what everyone is thinking obviously, was that the State of Play was kind of disappointing. So it seems to have not been received super well, but there's a couple of interesting things.
I don't know, because of how close we are to the Game Awards too, like I feel like there's just some trailers that we're waiting on still, and this was more of a, you know.
I will say there's not a lot of stuff in here where I'm like, oh, that franchise that everyone loves and is talking about. Like, it's there's a lot of like double A and indie stuff thrown on.
Yeah, double A, indie, new IP.
Yeah, there are some things where I'm like, oh yeah, I remember that. Like, there's a Dynasty Warriors DLC, a Fatal Frame 2, Crimson Butterfly remake. I've heard of Fatal Frame, that's the Ghost Camera game. Gran Turismo, that's got a DLC and that's mentioned here. Like, but it feels like a lot of this is more just stuff that might not get a big focus otherwise.
Yeah, except for the fighting game community. They got some more looks at Tokon Battle Souls, Tokon Fighting Souls. Shows how much I play them. Yeah. And this is a spin on Marvel game, Marvel Tokon Battle Souls, but they're anime aesthetic versions of well-known Marvel heroes, which I think is cool. For example, Iron Man kind of looks like a Gundam. In fact, really looks like a Gundam. So that's the kind of thing you could expect in a game like this, and it just looks stylish as hell. So, excited for fighting game fans, but it's not my thing, unfortunately.
I like the look of a couple of games. There was, I've got to scroll up to find the name of it again. Wandering Sword, which looks interesting. A pixel art game explores an open world version of ancient China as you go on a quest to become a hero. That just looks kind of like neat. And there's also Octopath Traveler 0, which I'm curious about, especially the 0, because we had Octopath Traveler 2, and now Octopath Traveler 0, and I don't know enough about why it would be 0, because those games don't have like a ton of crossover already. But it's not like, oh, Borderlands, the pre-sequel, where it's like, oh, okay, here's the story of the characters between the games. The Octopath Traveler games feel quite standalone. So I am very curious about why this is a prequel, by the looks of it. Or even if it is a prequel, because it's not a ton mentioned.
Yeah, I don't know. Not sure. Yeah, it was a show.
It was a show.
The thing we linked below has the trailers and the games listed. So if you're interested in what kinds of things were shown at the State of Play for PlayStation, have a look.
Yeah.
Something I can't look away from is just all the nonsense surrounding Rockstar and GTA 6.
Yeah. So as you know, there's some bad news and some terrible news The terrible news is that GTA 6 has been delayed. No, that's the worst thing about all of this.
I think you got it backwards, Sarge. I think it's in reverse.
Oh, sorry.
I think you misplaced here.
So, first off, it is worth saying that GTA 6 has been delayed. It was originally coming out like early 2026, and now it's late 2026. I think it's moved from like February or March to like November. So it's about a year away, providing it doesn't get delayed again.
This is the release that games change their release date around.
Yeah.
And now it moved again.
Yeah. So that's like one thing that the internet has spoken about. The other thing that's kind of been picked up on is that I believe that over 30 employees from Rockstar were fired. And there's been some back and forth about what the exact reason is, but the leading theory, and a thing that a lot of people are protesting about, and which the people who have been fired seem to be claiming it was an act of union busting, where these employees were trying to become part of a union to get better rights, to make sure the crunch wasn't ridiculous and stuff, which it no doubt is for this game. And because of that, it seems like they were fired. The official line is that they were discussing private information about the game which was covered under NDA in a public forum. However, it has come out that what they were doing were talking to union reps on Discord. And that
private Discord.
Yeah, apparently that was enough for Rockstar to be like, oh no, well that's clearly breaking the NDA.
Yep.
But because they were talking about what it would take for them to join a union and be unionized and stuff, it's even if Rockstar are being 100% true, and this was just like, oh, well, we think you technically broke the NDA, then this still is a terrible look. The best case scenario for Rockstar is they're being overzealous with their NDA enforcement and have done something dumb because of it. And that is the best look for Rockstar.
Yeah. And, I mean, if the concern is sensitive information, where are those leaks, huh?
Yeah.
Haven't heard about those yet? Weird. Strange.
Yeah.
Because Rockstar fans have no restraint when it comes to that.
Oh, yeah.
Not all fans. Not all fans. I'm just throwing out there that if there's a leak, it's everywhere.
Yep.
People really want to see this game, even when it's on the cutting room floor.
Yeah, there's been tons of fake leaks already.
Yeah.
Like, there have been so many of them, but an actual real one just hasn't.
Yeah. So, I think I'm on the side of the devs most of the time. I tend to take the side of the devs, especially if it's 30 devs. Like, it would be one thing if it were a couple of people. But
yeah,
this
on
is
that you
30
could be
people.
like, well, it's a bit he said, she said. But yeah, there's been dozens of people involved in this. And there was a protest held outside the studio, which a lot of people attended. But,
and, like, senior positions, too, I think, from what I was reading in one of them.
It seems
like,
to be quite a
people who have
mix
been
of
there
stuff.
For a while.
Yeah.
In, like, strong positions.
Yeah.
So, like, I don't like it. I don't like it. It's very fishy.
Yeah, this is the thing as well. The fact it's like people from multiple different parts of the gaming team at different levels, at some high-ish levels, and all chopped at once. Like, if you're firing someone because they discussed stuff that they're not allowed to on NDA, you generally do that on, like, a case-by-case basis, I reckon. You wouldn't be like, oh, well, let's wait until we've got 30-odd and then do it all at once. If you're actually concerned about, like, leaks of a game and you need to fire someone for that reason, it would be like, oh yeah, we'll do that right away. The fact it's all at once and all with these people who are looking to join a union, it's just like, it's kind of obvious.
No good. But the unfortunate truth is, a lot of players don't care. So,
yeah.
GTA 6 is going to do big numbers no matter what when it comes out. Not if, but when.
Yes.
This is now the next Silk Song.
I mean, it's going to be so much bigger than Silk Song.
Not quite. But the anticipation of it, I think. because Silksong was a huge one.
Yeah.
You know what else has a huge one?
I'm gonna just let you continue talking and not butt in.
The Fallout Season 2 trailer has a huge Deathclaw cameo.
Okay.
Yeah, so the Season 2 trailer got dropped conveniently right after Fallout 4 Anniversary Edition did poorly.
Yes. I'm hearing all the conspiracy stuff, but I don't think this was necessarily as a way for them to get out of the bad press of Anniversary Edition. I think it makes sense for them to release at sort of the same time. Because if Anniversary Edition had been positively received at large, then it'd be like, hey, Fallout fans who are excited, here's even more good news. As it happens, it's not been greatly received, and now it's like, hey, Fallout fans, here's something to distract you with. So, I think it works no matter what. There's a lot of people being very conspiratorial about it, but I feel like this is probably
I'm one of
always
those
the plan.
people, because I expect the worst.
Yep.
From the publishers we've been talking about.
Mm-hmm.
So, yep. It's a cool trailer. It's another one of those ones where I feel like I've seen too much.
Yeah.
Because they showed a lot in this trailer.
Yeah.
In fact, I don't feel like either of us should narrate it because it's...
Nope.
Yeah.
I'm currently watching it for the first time, and there's quite a lot of stuff going on there. I will say the fact I'm watching it without the sound is I've not figured out the entire plot, but I am seeing more than I'd like to.
Mm-hmm.
But what I can say is, visually, things look good.
Yes.
Which I'm hoping carries over from the first season. Because they did a lot of great work with like art design and getting the feel of the world just very solid. Like, even the people who I've seen complain about the first season just weren't a fan of the story above all else, seems to be the big thing. But the general consensus is, yeah, it looks cool, looks very Fallout vibe. And that remains with Season 2 from what we've seen so far. So, that's as much as I can really say.
Yeah, but we got Macaulay Culkin's face in there too. I'm so excited, dude. Oh, I'm so excited.
That's good.
Yeah, it just looks great.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not much else to say about that besides get excited if you enjoyed season 1, because let's take what we can get while it's good.
Yeah. I will say as well, you're allowed to enjoy one Fallout thing while not enjoying another Fallout thing. I have seen lots of people online being like, no, you're not allowed to enjoy this because we all hate Fallout at the moment, right, guys? And it's like, you can have multifaceted opinions.
Well, that's called the internet, Sarge.
I know.
It's black or white. If you're staring at the internet comments,
yeah,
it's like, this is all bad or this is all good. But often it's all bad.
Yeah.
So, even though we're gonna rip into Fallout 4 Anniversary Edition, we can say the show is good, and we even had a good time, maybe.
Yeah.
Perhaps. Yeah.
I've already got content planned to go around the show.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Look at this guy.
I'm already planned.
Very nice.
You know who else has been planning for the future, and definitely not just remaking something they tried a decade ago?
Would it happen to be Steam?
I mean, I was going to say Valve, but yes, technically Steam.
Steam, Valve. Same thing.
Yep. So, Steam hardware is coming next year. You know how Steam is like, just, it's a launcher. It's a computer games launcher that I still don't understand why so many people are quite so obsessed with it. Like, it's good. Steam's a good launcher. It's a good storefront. Things work there. I understand it as a default launcher to use.
You're young.
It's my default launcher.
It was one of the first.
Yeah, and that's fine.
So,
but I one thing that always I find weird is the amount of like major Steam fans there are. Like, it would be like someone being like, "Oh yes, I love Tesco. Tesco is amazing. I wear Tesco merch. I talk about Tesco in positives all the time. They can do no wrong. I will shop nowhere but Tesco. Stuff like that.
I think
I've never
it has to do with the games they have made too. Like,
see, I get it more if you're just a
the
Valve
crossover
fan, but
of making games and also making a platform that makes sense for those games.
Yeah.
And other games. Like, it ain't perfect, obviously.
Nope.
But it has the space for so much, including like developed indie games as well. Like new indie developers can, apply to greenlight their projects too, which is pretty cool. That's all I had to say.
Okay.
I thought you were going to talk about the hardware.
Yes, the actual hardware, which I skipped over with my little rant. Apologies. Obviously, we already have the Steam Deck, which is like their handheld Steam console, much like the Switch 2. There's now
Switch killer.
Yep. As we all know, the Nintendo Switch 2 is now the least bought video game console ever. On top of this, next year we're getting a Steam controller, which looks just like an even chunkier version of the Xbox controller. I love how they saw the chunkiest standard controller and were like, what if it was bigger?
It's because it's kind of mirroring what the Steam Deck has. The little touchpads on the side, too.
I mean, do we have the exact measurements here? We don't, but you can see them side by side, and they do look like the same height, essentially.
They're the same layout, pretty much.
Yeah,
too,
it does basically look like they've just cut the screen off of the Steam Deck and just stuck the two bits together.
Yeah.
So yes, we have the Steam controller, the Steam machine.
Yeah!
Which, God, that's going to cause some problems with online shopping.
It's the Steam Crate!
It's literally a black box. Just a small black box, which sounds kind of like it's a console, but I've not actually seen details about it.
It is a console.
Cool.
Yeah. It works similarly to the Steam Deck, where it runs Steam, and you can hook it up to your TV, and it runs as you would a console.
So they've basically got a console coming out, and then the Steam Frame, which are VR goggles. Right? Caedo, you know about VR.
Yes, I do, a little bit. This is the new Steam VR headset, which they showed, which works as a standalone unit as well as a streaming unit. That's the most I know.
Cool. Yeah, but I've not seen like a ton of information about this. Like, even the pages and stuff, it's just like, yeah, it's cool and quiet. It's got storage. It's there's not a huge amount going on right now. It's very much just your standard marketing bits and pieces. Like, it could be good. There is some technical information that you can find out there, but it feels like a weird launch to me. It's not been, like, super loud. It's very much just kind of dropped, and then people have been like, oh, this exists. And it's not been the same as, like, console launches and stuff, even though it kind of is a console launch. It's all felt a bit different to me.
It's because they've let the news sites kind of run with it, because so many people already use Steam, and it's on the front of the store. Like, it's right underneath the first main banner. So, I don't know. I feel like anything they do, anything Steam does that is, like, outside of the norm will get picked up eventually. So, that's what I think their direction was on that. And there are people who do enjoy playing these specific things. Like, if you're subscribed to a VR channel, like, they would be talking about it. If you're subscribed to a handheld channel, they'd probably be talking about the Steam Deck.
Yeah.
Of course.
I mean,
Somebody
it is
who
worth
reviews
noting that this is also essentially an anniversary edition. Because back in literally November 10th, 2015, we had the first Steam Machine launch.
Oh,
so
yeah.
they've done
Yeah.
10 years later, they're like, and it's back. And the first time
this is
around,
the real
it did
one.
not do well.
The real one for reals. this time.
So, yeah, I am quite curious about this. If it's like, now it's gonna do good. Because I feel like Steam is more popular now. And has more fans and stuff, and there's less console wars stuff going on. It's definitely not gone, but you know, it's not quite as big a deal for most people, so I could see it doing better.
4K gaming and 60 FPS with FSR thanks to discrete semi-custom AMD desktop and class CPU and GPU. So it sounds like it's a pretty powerful little box.
You gotta hope so.
Maybe even more powerful than my PC. So.
Oh, what?
It says 4K 60 FPS. I can't run in 4K.
Caedo, do you know how many things say 4K 60 FPS? It's everything,
I do.
Caedo. Everything says it, no matter what. I'm sure if iPod released like an iPod Mini, it'd be like, yeah, 4K 60 FPS. Just be like, yep, of course we do that. Most fridges will say 4K 60 FPS now, I'm sure. I whenever I see that, it's just nothing to me. Okay. It depends what you're running. You know what? I bet you, no matter what, it can play Tetris at 4K 60 FPS. But
yeah, probably.
It's like, it all depends on the game and stuff.
Okay, Sarge.
Sorry. Hey, you complained about me being all positive at the start. I had to bring the negativity back. This is all on you,
you
Caedo.
also started claiming a lack of details, and I just started stating those details.
Yeah, I have actually now found
and I didn't
the
get past the first one.
Further down. There are some actual tech things further down which I didn't see before, I will be honest, because I literally managed to scroll to a point that looked like the end of the page, but wasn't.
Yeah.
But yeah. There is some actual stuff, like there's... Oh, it weighs 2.6 kilograms.
Yeah.
And it uses SteamOS 3.
Mm-hmm.
It has a DisplayPort 1.4, up to 4K at 240Hz, or 8K at 60Hz.
It doesn't have a power brick. In fact, it's just a cord that goes right into it.
I mean, that makes sense.
It's nice, though. I'm just saying it's nice.
It's... If they tried shoving a power brick in this as well, you'd be very rapidly approaching an actual computer size.
Then it would just be a laptop.
Yeah.
Yep.
The GPU is a semi-custom AMD RDNA 328 CUs with 2.45 GHz max sustained clock, 110 watt TDP. Well, I've said all I can possibly say about the Steam stuff, and more, honestly. Have you got anything else to say?
You know what else you can watch on your Steam machine when you get it? The Mighty Nein Season 1, Episode 1, which Amazon Prime just happened to drop out of nowhere as a promotion for the next of the Critical Role TV shows.
Mm-hmm.
This is Campaign 2, and that story in animated cartoon form.
Mm-hmm.
And I am stoked to see it. I got I don't even know how far I got into Campaign 2, the actual live play, but not far enough, so it'll actually be nice to actually have a more abridged animated version of it.
I know exactly how far I got through.
You didn't?
Yeah.
Yeah, I figured. The first 3 episodes will premiere on Prime Video on 11/19. So November 19th, that's when it starts.
Mm-hmm.
So look forward to that if you have Amazon Prime and you're looking for something to watch that is nerd adjacent, because that's what this is.
Yeah. And the first full episode is on YouTube specifically, so you can watch this and then see
you can just
if you'd be
go
interested
and watch
in
it right now if you want to. We have it linked. And then if you like it, look forward to the rest of it starting the 19th. For sure. I just want to make that a short one. So.
Oh, okay.
That's it. It's a show. It's a show that exists.
Yeah. I feel kind of bad when it's just a you topic. It's so short and brief, but when I get involved, I'm like, grumble, 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 blah, 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 blah.
Well, we're going to have more of that, which I was preparing for, so.
Yeah.
It's so I'm kind of slamming through a couple of them. Okay, how about topic, Sarge? How about our little quick topic that we're gonna be quick about?
Yep.
Super quick.
Super short. Fallout Anniversary Edition. It's bad. Topic over. Super fast.
Thanks for coming, everybody.
So
we both experienced this.
Mm-hmm.
Tell everybody how your first experience with Anniversary was.
I mean, I can literally scroll back and check, because the first thing I did after it just didn't work was message you. Where is it? Oh, no, this is you talking about a headache. Oh god, we talked about it a lot. Yeah. No, there we go. Have you been able to install the Creations bundle, I asked. And Caedo says, nope, game's crashing instantly, yours. And I said, I'm able to boot up the game, but it grayed out in the same way as the high texture pack. Have checked the Bethesda portal and all the Fallout 4 Creations mod stuff is listed as maintenance. And like, yeah. We just were messaging back and forth like, does your game work? No. Does your game work? No.
For like a full day.
That was the launch.
It was the release day.
Yep. That was literally release time, was we both bought it and then we're like, it doesn't work. And I was like constantly trying to make it work non-stop. And it took me 2 hours to get just anything to work in the slightest. And then I made a video which was everything added with Fallout 4 Anniversary Edition, which as it turns out was not everything added, because at the time I made that video, everything had not like loaded in. Even though it was 2 hours after launch and stuff. No, not just installed, just literally loaded in. Because like the stuff didn't install anyway. That's another thing where just like none of it installed. But also, I just went through all the creations and was like, oh, okay, so here's this. As you can see, the image doesn't load. And here's a loading screen, and just the entire video is a train wreck. It is the perfect encapsulation of the launch of Anniversary Edition, because it's like, here's a bunch of creations. They've not loaded in. Nothing's working. It's all broken. Just... it was a terrible, terrible launch. But you know what? The launch is over. So how is it now, Caedo?
Well, what happened was I had some user error situation going on.
Okay.
And which it pains me to admit, but I'm an adult ass man, and I'll admit that I may have made a little mistake. So what you need to do when something like this happens is make sure you have cleared out the entire folder of other files from like modding or adding the creation kit or that kind of thing, and then also going into My Documents Fallout 4 or My Documents My Games Fallout 4 and maybe resetting your INIs just in case, or like just getting rid of all the extra ones, just to make sure that the game registers your hardware if that changed, or your OS or whatever. Like, so many different things could change from even next gen to now. So after I did all that and then fresh installed the game, then suddenly it decided to work.
There we go.
So, but it did take a lot of... No, Fallout London was installed.
You installed that separately.
Yeah, that was on GOG's version.
Yep.
Yeah, I did that on purpose, just so this wouldn't happen, and it still did. But
yeah,
you know, so I finally managed to boot up Fallout 4 Anniversary. I had forgotten to check all the boxes for the DLCs. I still don't have the HD textures installed, just because
I don't either. Yeah,
I don't really care.
It's
to be
such
honest,
a
and it just
huge
takes up
file
so
size.
So much
Like,
extra space.
Even me, the guy who makes wallpapers and loves good graphics and just is really into the visual side of things, is like, nah, it's not worth it. It's such a minor change for something that is... It's like... I don't even know how many gigs it is. It's too many gigs.
For sure.
Yeah, I should also say that... Well, unlike Caedo, I don't have, like, tons of mods or stuff. I don't really use the creation kit. I had default Fallout 4 at that point. It did have the creations from, like, the next gen update. So I didn't have to go and delete a bunch of mods. all I had to do after like I'd verified the files, uninstalled and reinstalled, booted up several times and had nothing work, was delete all the extra INI stuff. And once I deleted all of that, it stopped crashing after literally 1 minute. Because while I could make the game work at first, the second I like properly got into the game and tried playing at all, I could last a total of 1 minute in the game before I hit a crash to desktop. And that seems to be a relatively common problem across like console and PC. This seemed to occur.
Yep.
So
well,
a lot of people haven't been happy about that.
I will say after my like complete wipe of everything, like the existence of everything Fallout 4, except for the saves. I kept the saves. Those fortunately didn't break everything too. But after that, I did also notice that some of the brand new creations would not install on their own.
Yeah, I also had to go through and install all of the new creations first time around.
I had to manually search for each one of them, which not everybody will do. In fact, probably a small portion of people will actually do.
Yeah.
Which is another thing, until or if ever it gets fixed, that I have to add to a disclaimer at the beginning of my video that talks about the things that are cool, if any of those are included.
Yeah.
I get so tired of adding like several minutes of disclaimers at the beginning of my videos for Bethesda games specifically. It is driving me insane. Side tangent, sorry.
No, but I mean, honestly, it's relevant to the situation.
Too many caveats, man. Can we just play the game?
Yeah, I do think that right there is the general consensus. This is like a 10-year-old game. When they were just adding in creations all in this big bundle, people just wanted to be able to purchase it and then play it. That's all that was really required of a launch.
Yeah.
And Bethesda failed at that. Just flat out failed.
It's because they decided to inject Starfield's creations thing into Fallout 4.
Mm-hmm.
Like reverse engineer it to be usable in Fallout, and it jacked up so much stuff.
Yeah.
And so many people's experiences.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to speak for the modders too much right now, but of course the people who mod their games were upset. That's because that always happens every single time. So I'm not going to draw too much attention to it. I'm just saying you're seen. However, it's still theirs to change if they want to. And I hate saying that.
Bethesda are allowed to change and update it even after many years, but it's also understandable, and your frustration is valid. It is perfectly valid, especially with a game that is a decade old, to be like, hey, I had my mods all sorted out, I liked the way it was, I wasn't expecting an update.
I would argue the ability to play the game is more important than the ability to mod the game.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's wild that some modders won't agree with that, but it's 100% true.
I want everybody, console, PC, I don't care, to be able to play the game before anything else.
Yeah.
So that's been our experiences with just getting the game running.
Yep.
I think. Yeah.
Yeah. And while that's been like arguably the biggest complaint about this, we should also address the other complaint, which is there's a two-part complaint. One is, man, these creations aren't that interesting for the most part, and the other one is, boy, this is expensive. Because first off, the whole advertising around it is 150 plus creations, and over 100 of those creations are literally just individual paint jobs for weapon or armor or power armor or the Pip-Boy. That is over 2/3 of the entire thing is just, hey, you can paint your Pip-Boy blue, or something like that, which really makes the 150 plus creations a lot less impressive.
Yeah. If you just bundled skins into one creation for Pip-Boys and one creation for like armor, like it would be a lot less impressive.
Yeah.
Overstating what we're actually getting.
Yeah, it's making it seem like you're getting a ton of stuff.
Like, I'll be honest, who cares about your Pip-Boy and how it looks?
Yeah. You know what? I care a tiny amount, which is more than 99% of the players do out there. I like being able to change the colour of a Pip-Boy. It's nice. It's not so nice as to justify having, like, 30 odd different skins and being like, wow, look at how many creations you're getting.
Hey guys, check out my pink polka dot Pip-Boy.
Yeah.
Oh, nobody here is here caring? Oh, okay.
Yeah. I was
Okay,
able
bye.
to do an Institute paint job for an Institute build on the Pip-Boy, and it makes it blend in nicer. That's a nice thing.
That's
It's
a
the
very
sort-
specific use
yeah.
case, though.
It's the sort of creation where I'm like, if this cost me a penny, then that'd be a fair deal. 2 pennies, that's a bit expensive.
I want to expand what I was saying.
Yep.
If the Pip-Boy looks different, like shape-wise, or like it's got different details on it, then that's different. But these are all just skins to go over the existing Pip-Boy. And
They are quite literally paint jobs.
most of the time don't care for it. Now, if this were Fallout 76, with the amount of, outfits and themes and different colors and stuff like that, and stuff that you can do with your Pip-Boy as well, that's something I'm more into, because not only is it, your whole vibe that you're setting up, but there's other people there who can appreciate it. That's a really big difference between the games. And but this, I think, part of the era around the Creation Club, I think they were trying to push these things on Rage 2 as well.
Probably.
Like they were trying to push skins, like a lot of skins on Rage 2, and nobody cares.
Oh no. Rage 2 in particular, that's a purely first-person game.
Yeah. I mean, it was
It's
skins for guns, but still.
Yeah, but even then, you don't see, like, the entirety of the gun, you don't really get a chance to admire it properly. And the times you are looking at it is while you're shooting at enemies, so you're not paying attention to the weapon most of the time. That was an especially weird one. At least in Fallout 4,
Shout out to the Outer
you
Worlds 2 for allowing you to inspect your gun even after you pick it up the first time.
Yeah.
By holding the unsheath button, you can look at your gun again.
Yeah.
When you pull it out. It's so cool. So nice.
It's a nice little thing.
Yeah.
But this was... it should be stated as well that it wasn't just weapon skins and paint jobs and all of that stuff.
That was just the majority.
Yeah, that was the vast majority. But there were creations which added actual stuff to the game as well. Like 13 dogs. Yeah, that was the next big one.
I
Was
found
a
one
bunch
of them.
of dogs.
I found one.
Well
It was
done.
just hanging out in a shack, and I pet it, and then I told it to go to my camp,
Yep.
or to Sanctuary, and that's the end of that quest.
Yep, that is literally the end of it. They increase happiness. That's what they do. But yeah,
Which is
there
what
were-
pets would do with the Wasteland Workshop as well.
Yeah, it's literally just a slight addition to Wasteland Workshop. So that's a super minor one, but that was another way they really bulked it out. We're now heading into the not entirely bulking it out, but definitely not like super substantial, which is there were several workshop related creations. There's like the virtual reality stuff and like neon flats and things like that, which kind of added in new locations in some instances. Like, oh, here's
These
a
are player
fancy
home
fancy
things,
player
right?
home in Good Neighbor and stuff like that. And whenever you look at the actual details of the creation, it's like adds in 30 plus new items for the workshop. So a lot of stuff as well was almost like the old Bethesda workshop DLCs, where it's like, hey, you can just build new stuff in workshops, which is fine, but it also should be noted that those DLCs at the time and to this day are still kind of looked down upon by a lot of the Fallout 4 community.
Oh,
were
yeah.
you not-
I guess that's true.
Yeah.
No, you're right.
Because I've seen people literally yesterday be like, you shouldn't call the workshop DLCs, they're not worthy sort of deal.
There is the casual players that would argue that because they just like building. So
Yeah.
it's a mixture. I think it's a mixture. Like,
Yeah,
people that play The Sims 24/7, yeah, they're into it.
Yep.
Guaranteed.
No, I don't think they're a waste or anything, but as individual DLCs, they generally feel a bit poor. The Vault one,
Vault 88.
I will say. Yeah, Vault 88. That's an example of how to do it.
That was a perfect balance, I think.
Yeah, where you have a quest tied in. It's a bit of a smaller one. That makes sense, but that's also sort of what... Yes, everyone loves Clem.
Clem, my beloved.
Yeah, but that's sort of what
sweet
you want.
little fella.
Yeah, but no, the ones that we got this time around were much less than that.
Yeah.
Much more in line with just the Wasteland Workshop sort of deal. Because one thing to note as well is all of his creations can't really use new dialogue or proper NPCs or anything like that. They really have to use text to have a long story or anything go on.
Yep.
And oh boy, it's such a nice reminder that I'm actually an okay writer. Like, sometimes I feel like, man, Sarge, you're just not writing well enough. Look, you've used the same verb twice in a sentence. That just feels wrong. Oh, and look, your simile doesn't function properly within the syntax of a sentence.
Whoa.
You idiot writer, Sarge.
Right.
Come on, what are you doing? And then I read the creation notes, and I'm like, oh, damn, I'm actually okay at this writing thing.
Word flexing so hard right now, dude.
I am an actual writer. I love writing. It's so much fun. But then I read notes, and there's literally... Caedo, have you seen the second episode of Anniversary Bingo? Just quickly.
I did, yeah.
The note I read, where a guy details about how things are written down, and goes
I
in
cringed
depth
at that one. I was annoyed as well, but it's not the most common in the notes. It was just this leading into the actual objective in that way was awful. Like, it was it's god awful.
There's just a note which breaks down how it...
Don't talk about the concept of writing notes in your note.
Yeah.
Stupid.
Yeah, like, overly long and extra detailed in a way that's not entertaining to read notes is kind of a staple for most creations. To be not a complete negative Nelly about it all and everything, I will say I actually kind of... even now I'm tempering it. I kind of like the bloodied combat rifle, the C7-4L or whatever letters and numbers tied together it is. The kind of holotape notes you get in that, some of them are quite nice, because
I do like that one as well.
Yeah, they've basically given you a dialogue tree inside of a holotape to give responses back to the person who's left you these questions, and there's pre-programmed answers,
and it will give you different dialogue depending on which location you're at too, on its big list of locations you can go to. So it's not just a small amount of writing, but it is piecemealed to like which place you're at, which is really nice.
That, I'd say, is probably the best of the creations when it comes to the writing. Which feels extra weird as well, because it's literally just about a weapon. The entire creation is, here's a cool gun.
Yeah. Did you do Sea Scavengers yet?
I've not done Sea Scavengers, no.
Okay. That one, the writing on that one, while lengthy, did hold my attention.
Okay.
It was pretty good. Also because I was wondering how they were going to explain why these suits ended up here.
Yes. Oh, another complaint a lot of people have as well is law breaks, I say in quotation marks, which is some stuff is just kind of thrown in without any explanation. The main one I've seen is the Scorched Sierra power armor paint jobs, which is essentially from a New Vegas DLC, but now has just been thrown in to Fallout 4 with no explanation. And while it's not technically a law break, it is like, why is this here? No explanation given. It's just like they've literally got something from a previous game which is very, very specific and then thrown it in and just been like, that's it. Nothing else going on.
Yeah. No, we imported this from, this, the Long 15.
Yeah. Actually, the best example I can think of to compare it is when Fallout 76 suddenly had the Ranger armor, but there was just a little bit of justification being like, yes, this is actually a pre-war thing. This is like what police department, Rangers War, or something along those lines, where it was like they gave you just enough where it's like, okay, that's justified at least.
Well, that's
people
something
might not
that,
like
that
it, but
Lonesome Road did as well.
Yeah.
When they explained some of the like elite riot gear and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So it's pretty close to like already explained in New Vegas.
Yeah.
But not everybody played Lonesome Road, so
no. And
there's that.
Most Fallout fans who talk about the lore seem to forget the lore while talking about it is something I find so often.
Oh yeah, yeah, of course.
Which is always fun.
Even me.
But, yeah. We all do. When we're just having casual conversations as well, we don't have time to look things up always, and we'll make mistakes.
Yeah.
But no, this is kind of like an example of just throwing something in just cause and not having an explanation for it, which
Yeah.
yeah.
Who
happens
was
a
selling
fair
it
bit.
for you, by the way?
Everyone.
Oh.
Literally all the vendors now have power armor pieces with bear heads on them.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's not great.
You can buy power armor so early now. You don't even need to be fair. Like, it's not a game-breaking thing or anything, but it's just, like, it's just everywhere. And it feels weird everyone having power armor just for sale. Especially
Yeah.
because it's always the arms I'm getting.
Oh, yeah.
Like, everyone's selling, like, T-45C power armor. And I'm like, why?
Yeah. Don't know. Drops in 4 are still weird, including in the vendor inventory. So, did you play any of? Well, you talked about the overpowered rifle, the CR
Yes.
70 whatever, 20
Yep.
something.
Minor nitpick as well. Way too many of the things added in have, like, stupid names. Where it's just like, oh, we just threw some numbers and letters together. Figure it
Yeah.
out. Like, I don't know why that's such a thing.
A321's plasma rifle though is just a callback.
That is a
That one,
callback.
that one makes sense, but the
I mean-
rest of them didn't have to have X's in their names.
No. It's like the IPX-03. It's like, why? Why is that just on everything?
Institute Plasma Exchange? What? What is that? What is the X?
Yeah. It's all a bit weird.
Plasma Crossing? Is there a road where plasma crosses over? Anyway, I got the Institute Plasma weapons too. They're pretty good.
Yeah, they're kind of stupid. I've literally just made a character build with them, and
I
it
saw
was
said
like,
build
oh, everything dies in one shot. Cool.
because you put that launcher
Yeah,
that launcher on the heavy gun
they on both of them.
on
The
both of them.
plasma rifle and the thing. I didn't try the pistol out because I was like, well, I clearly don't need a pistol as
No,
well.
you
This is already overpowered.
I pretty much skipped it too.
Yeah, I think the rifle's the best version because, like, it just does almost as much damage as both of the others, but is easy to handle and deal with and stuff. It's my favorite,
Yeah.
I suppose, but I love rifles. But yeah, it's a it's a clear example of just a stupidly overpowered weapon, and I feel like that's often a thing which creations, I was gonna say struggle with, but in general, I think creations are not good at being balanced. And I know there's always people who are like, oh, Fallout 4 isn't very balanced overall, you know, because I figured out how to do the best thing. But what I find is creations don't really have a concept of how balance and leveling up and progression actually works inside of a video game like this.
Yeah, they're following different rules,
Yeah,
and
that's
it
the best way to say it.
really shows.
Because, like, the rifle I talked about, the bloody CR4L, you pick it up, like, next to Sanctuary, basically. It is, like, so early to get. And even in, like, the complete unmodded out basic form, it's so much better than anything else you'll be getting for a while.
Yep.
Like, it's not ridiculously strong compared to all the weapons in the game, but considering you pick it up before potentially you reach even a third location is wild. It's essentially like getting a really good legendary drop of a combat rifle before reaching Red Rocket. It's just stupidly
And
good.
one of the best legendary effects plus an extra one.
Yeah, it gives you 2 legendary effects on that. I
Yeah.
keep forgetting that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird. But Yeah. It's also the case of some of the quests as well. I did one where it starts you off by going like, oh, you should head to, like, Diamond City. Oh, now you should head to Good Neighbor. Now you should head to Lexington. Now you should head to the Gunners Plaza. And I'm like, that is not the way progression works. You don't go from some of the, like, really early game easy.
For all the parts?
There's one of them is for the parts. No,
the
parts for the rifle sends you to Quincy. This, I think, is, like, Neon Flats, maybe? Which is just, like, one of the player homes.
Are you sure? Because one of the parts, I believe, for the rifle is in Gunner Plaza.
Nope.
Plaza.
You're incorrect. I know because I've literally just done it. It's Quincy for that, when you have to basically go to almost the
it's another big Gunner location, whatever,
yeah.
they're the same.
It's slightly... I've literally just did that yesterday. I had to run through it all for the second time, so yeah. But no, this is, I believe, Neon Flats, where it sends you to Gunners Plaza after being like, Diamond City, Good Neighbor, like, pretty easy places to get to even at low level. Then it's like, go to one of the hardest locations in the game. Mm-hmm. Just go there right afterwards, and I'm like, that's not how progression works. You can't go from, like, there is no combat involved to about as difficult as Fallout 4 is generally going to get for you.
Also, I think it's more of like a wanting to make you wait or add some sort of like challenging barrier, so you come back later or something like that. Like that's and that's like not good. That's like bad progression. Is what that is.
Yeah, especially because generally you'll want to be able to complete a quest rather than do it in chunks.
Yeah,
but I think the best example in terms of like not good but understandable game design does come from the rifle we've been covering, the CR4L or whatever, where it does send you for...
I need to go find the name. Hold on.
It does send you to like a few...
The CR something 7L
yep.
30.
I'm pretty sure there's a C, an R, an L, a 7, and a 4 probably in there. But that sends you to like a few locations where you're not in a super amount of danger for like some basic mods. And then for the best mod, you go to Quincy. And that's to get the really difficult stuff. And that I can kind of understand. I don't love how they've done it, but I'm like, okay, this is so it's a weapon that kind of progresses with you as you get further in the game. But they very much send you to incredibly easy locations for the most part. Lexington is the hardest of those, and even then it's on the edges of that. And then it sends you to Quincy, which once again is one of the toughest locations in the entire game. Like, arguably, Quincy might be the toughest location in the game, depending on the sort of build you're playing as.
Out of the rooftop snipers that have mini nukes,
yep,
that's the worst one.
Yeah.
Because I was like, oh, I can take Tessa, this is no problem, because I was approaching from the east side, and then as soon as I hit the rooftop and take out the gunner on the roof, suddenly mini nuke just hits me right in the dome.
Yeah.
And they are such a good shot. I am not immune to the mini nuke to the face.
Nope. Yeah, that's...
There's the screenshot, so we never forget.
Oh, okay. I mean, okay, I will scroll down. I'd scrolled up to the prices, which we haven't actually got over yet. Oh, there we go. It's the CR-74L. So I had all the numbers and letters.
It's so
I
easy.
just had no idea of the order of them.
You said prices?
Yes, we haven't covered the actual price of this. We've not mentioned it yet. Because there are 3 different editions. There's an edition for... We didn't say the exact prices.
No, I said we should have talked about that.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, I misheard you. Yeah, there's 3 different editions. There's the Creations Bundle, which is basically if you already own like Fallout 4 Game of the Year Edition or all the DLC, that sort of stuff, then you get just the Creations with that. There's then the Anniversary Update, or Upgrade, sorry, which is if you own just base game Fallout 4, then you get all the Creations and all the DLC. And then there is just full-blown Anniversary Edition, which is if you own none of this, you can buy the base game with the DLC with the Creations all in one big bundle. And no one is happy about the prices, except one commenter I've seen. I have seen one commenter defend the prices as being good, and I should point out that I have over 800 comments covering this. So that's kind of your ratio of good to bad right there. Like, I genuinely
for
have
internet
over 800
commenters,
comments.
that is.
Yeah.
Because it is skewed.
It is
when
always
it's
going to be
on the
skewed.
internet.
But the fact I've only seen one person being like, no, this is a good price, even then feels low. Because I've seen plenty of people defending the Anniversary Edition and being like, no, this is good, actually. But even then, none of them are being like, and it's fairly priced. I have seen one person being like, oh, this is a great price, because if you bought Creations individually, it'd be more expensive. And that's like the one good thing. But the prices in American dollars, if you're just getting the standard Creations bundle, which is what like Caedo and I figure most people would be getting, it's $19.99.
Yes.
If you're getting the Anniversary upgrade, so all the DLCs plus the Creations, it's $39.99. And if you're buying the full Anniversary Edition, it is $59.99. The amount of people I've seen just being like, this is what they're charging for a 10-year-old game it's wild. Because it's $60 for Fallout 4, which you could pick up for less than a tenner so often.
Yeah.
So often you could get like the Game of the Year edition for like $9.99 or whatever. Like, that is not a particularly rare thing to see. But now, if you want the full edition, it's going to cost as much as a brand new game, basically. Which is a lot of money.
Yeah. And on top of that, did you want to go over the euro price? Or
I don't know what the euro price is.
oh, you know what the pound?
I know what the pound price is. I've actually heard that in euros it's apparently cheaper, like with conversion rates. Because I know the British pound price is actually worse.
Oh.
Just because of the exchange rate, it's costing a little bit more if, like me, you're in the UK. Okay, I've got to actually find it now. I don't know what it... I know what the first one is, because the first one would cost $19.99. I bought the Creations bundle for £17.99. And if I do a quick conversion, in terms of America money, that would actually be $23.66. So, it's a significant amount more in the UK, which is kind of ridiculous. Like, yeah, being in the UK is expensive. I will say, don't feel sorry for me on this one, because I have made my money back by complaining about it on the internet.
Yeah.
So, yeah, there's no need to feel bad for me on this one, but depending on the region you're in and stuff, this could be an even worse deal than it seems. Because they've not really balanced the prices to regions all that well, from what I can tell. They've just kind of thrown in a similar number of what they think people might pay.
Yeah.
But I actually have a little game I set up to go along with the price of Anniversary Edition.
Oh, this is why you brought it up.
This is one of the reasons why I brought it up. But would you like to play that little game now, Caedo?
Sure, let's play a game, Sarge.
So, as just established, the Creations bundle, the little upgrade that just gives you this new content, cost £17.99. Everyone remember that. £17.99. I have found 10 games on Steam which cost more or less, and it's your job, Caedo, to work out whether it's more or less than the Creations bundle.
Okay.
Fully understand the rules and ready to go?
I think so.
Do you think Borderlands 2 costs more or less than Fallout 4 Anniversary Edition's Creation bundle?
Oh, less.
Caedo Genesis, you have 0 points. It actually costs £19.99.
Oh,
That's
you're
right,
gonna be that kind of person.
For £2
Sarge
more.
is Jigsaw. We're playing the game. Sarge is Jigsaw.
This is an exact recreation of all 10 Saw movies. Yep. For £2 more than the Creations bundle costs, you can buy base game Borderlands 2 and play that instead. So, make up your own mind if that's worth the price. Now we've got another one, Caedo, a more recent game. Chained Echoes, one of the best RPGs to release this decade. Do you think it costs more or less?
Side question, why'd you pick this one, Sarge?
Because I love Chained Echoes. It's so good. I've got it installed with the DLC that I've not played yet, and I'm not going to be able to play it till next year because there's so much Fallout stuff that I've got to cover for work, but I'm so looking forward to this. Chained Echoes is my favourite game of the last several years. Like, it's my favourite RPG that's launched in a while. And I say that even now, having played The Outer Worlds 2. Like, I still prefer Chained Echoes. And The Outer Worlds 2 was amazing. I love it. That's how much I love Chained Echoes. It's one of my top 3 games of all time, I reckon. It's so good. Does it cost more or less than the Creations bundle, though?
Ah, Bad Company Jigsaw, I got you to do a rant. And now I've escaped your trap. I'm leaving.
No!
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Leave, Caedo? I spent entire minutes setting up this game.
I think it is less.
Caedo Genesis,
bundle.
You have 0 points out of a total 10 you can score. This one actually costs £24.99. It is £7 more expensive to buy one of the best games ever made.
This isn't helping your argument.
Caedo, we've got some that are less as well, don't worry. The order is entirely random and definitely not alphabetical.
Okay.
Next up, The Elder Scrolls Online, ESO as it's more commonly known. Is this game more or less than the Creations bundle?
Less. I'll eventually get it right.
Caedo Genesis, you have 1 point! There you go, Caedo, you got a point. Yes, ESO
Yay.
costs £15.99. So for £2 less than getting all the creations, you could play ESO, a big old MMORPG which a lot of people enjoy, though I didn't get on with that well.
Same.
Yeah. Now, Caedo, here's the most fun one of them all. Do you think Fallout 4 costs more or less than the Creation bundle?
This is Fallout 4 vanilla.
This is base game, just Fallout 4 vanilla on its own. Is it
so not
more
game
expensive?
of the year.
Not game of the year, just the standard one. Is it more expensive or less? Caedo, you are correct, but it's 2 points. Base game Fallout 4 is £15.99. It is, once again, £2 cheaper than the Creations bundle. So, base game Fallout 4 is apparently not worth as much money as these creations and paint jobs. Alright, Caedo. We have an old game this time. This is, once again, these are all Steam prices. None of these so far have been on sale as well. This is like their maximum price. Say that. I will point out if it's on a sale. Do you think that Final Fantasy IX costs more or less? It's a tough one, isn't it?
Talking about.
Yeah.
They stay full price for a long time.
They can be pretty pricey.
I'm gonna say more.
Caedo Genesis. You are incorrect. You still only have 2 points, 3 points. I've lost track of the score. I apologise.
The bear trap got my leg.
Yep. This game is another one which costs £15.99. So for £2 less, you can play one of Sarge's other top 3 favourite games of all time. Okay, next one, and this is going to be painful for you potentially, Caedo. Kenshi. Is it more or less expensive?
Oh. 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 I kind of figured you were going to do this to me.
I specifically chose games that you would know and have some level of attachment or emotional weight to, as far as I could.
So I'll feel worse if I get it wrong.
Yes.
You. You villain.
Come on, Caedo. Does Kenshi cost more or less than the Creation bundle?
Kenshi costs less
Caedo
than
Genesis.
the Creations bundle.
You are incorrect. How dare you think Kenshi isn't worth more than some paint jobs? Kenshi costs £22.99.
Oh, it was close.
Yeah. This was at a full price, to be fair, so if it's on sale, you can definitely get it cheaper.
It's 30, yeah.
Yep.
30,
okay,
30
and now,
USD.
Caedo's favourite game of all time, Lego The Lord of the Rings. Does it cost more or less than the Creation bundle?
Where did you get this information?
This is all from Steam. This is all
for
from Steam.
my favorite game? of all time?
Yeah, you know, how you're always talking about Lego The Lord of the Rings.
I'm gonna say it's less.
Correct. It is £15.99, which feels weird for a game that came out in 2012, and
I'm pretty sure this is all three films, right?
Yeah.
In game form? That's a lot of game.
Yeah. You know what else is a lot of game? Red Dead Redemption 2. Now, I know what you're thinking, Caedo. Well, obviously, Red Dead Redemption 2, which came out in 2019 and is a big, big game, but that's going to be more expensive, right? However, this game is on sale for 80% off. Do you think it is more or less than the Creation Bundle?
I think it's less, right? Because 80% off of 60 is under. Would be under, I think.
Caedo, do you not remember what the earlier news story was about how much Rockstar sucks? The standard price for this game on Steam is £99.99, which means with 80% off, this is $19.99, and it's £2 more expensive than the Creation Bundle.
No!
Yeah. This one I included because I was like, what do you mean Red Dead Redemption 2 is £100? Yeah.
Oh. But it's more expensive just for
even with 80% off. Yeah.
Because at 80% off at 60 USD, which is what it's at right now, like, it would be...
Jeez, yeah, I don't know why this is so expensive. It's stupid, which is why I put it in.
That sounds awful.
Yeah. It's another reason why I don't think I'm ever going to get around to playing Red Dead Redemption 2. Like, I'd buy it for a $5 and no more, I think, honestly.
Yeah, or I could surprise you with it because it would cost me less. What?
No, Caedo, it's such a big game and I do not have the time and I have other games I actually want to play through.
I wasn't going to say now.
No. We have 2 more games to go through, so we're almost done, and you have definitely failed reaching the halfway point. I think you're still on like 2 points or maybe 3. I've not been good at keeping track.
I'm reliving my high school days, thank you.
Do you think that Slay the Spire, the like roguelike card game, do you think that costs more or less than the Creation Bundle?
Less.
You're once again incorrect, Caedo. It costs £19.99. It's a couple of quid more.
Who's the cheapskate now? It's me.
Alright, Caedo. The final game is Yakuza Like a Dragon. This is the 2020 Yakuza game. Is it more or less?
More.
Caedo Genesis, you are so bad at this game, it costs less. It is £15.99. It's once again a couple of quid cheaper than the Creation Bundle. You got like 2, maybe 3 right, I think, there.
Listeners, did you enjoy making Sarge make me sound stupid? I sure did.
I really expected you to get better with 50-50 odds. Especially because you know a lot of these games quite well.
I know the games, but I don't monitor their prices.
Yeah.
Also, especially in pounds.
Yeah, I will admit the pounds thing, I think it can trip you up, but that's why I try to remind you of the pounds price all the time. Because besides Red Dead Redemption, I think generally they're going to correlate fairly well to what you'd expect. But yeah. Well, I hope people enjoyed that. Do let me know in the comments, because I just felt like doing it, so I did. But I think that's a good example of the sort of stuff you can buy for around the same price as these creations. Like, there's a lot of games you can get for a similar cost.
Yeah, for sure. Besides the CR74L and its fun little backstory that is interactive, were there any other of the creations you actually liked, or big or small? Yes.
I had to think for a second, because that is definitely my favourite creation. My second favourite creation, and I should say I haven't been through all of them yet. A lot of them I've not played through, to be fair. But my second favourite is the modular military backpack.
Yes!
I think it's very well modelled. It looks very good. The straps actually have like kind of a curve to them and it fits in your character nicely. There's clearly some work was put into it. It wasn't literally just, we put a square on your character's back. Someone took real care into making sure it fits on your character model well. And I very much appreciate that. It is a little bit strong. Yes. There's space for like a patch, which gives you some sort of bonus, like a special buff or a little bit of extra armor or something like that. There's gear, which can give you extra damage with explosives, extra carry weight. extra action points, a few things like that. And you can also change the aesthetics with straps or no straps and the colour of it. So it's a nice, small creation. There's not a lot going on with it.
Forgot mentioning the most busted of them that used to be like one of the most sought after effects in the game, which is the health regen.
Oh, yeah, man. I actually forgot about the health regen.
Yeah.
I looked at health regen and was like, ooh, health regen.
Yeah.
But then I went with the explosive instead because I was like an extra 5% damage.
You can wear this backpack and go sit on a busted out couch and recover just like you would a bed.
Yeah.
So I think it's a little overpowered.
Yeah, you can also buy the backpack from basically any merchant, and it's a few hundred caps, I think, at most. Like, it's pretty cheap.
I got mine from Carla.
Yeah.
Early game.
Yeah, you can buy this right away. It gives a substantial boost to carry weight as well, which is going to make survival mode significantly easier.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
yes.
That's my second favourite, and I will say my two favourites. My biggest thing I dislike about both of them is they're kind of overpowered in the sense that they're very easy to get early on, and while not being the strongest items in the game necessarily, they are just much stronger than anything you'll get early and continue to be good to the late game.
Yeah.
Like, there's no real downside to them. And I actually care about balance in my games somewhat, so even my two favourite creations, I'm like, these could have been better done. But hey-oh, Caedo, what's your favourite of all the creations you've played so far?
Well, you stole mine.
Oh. You can still say what it is.
I do enjoy both the CR-74L rifle and the quests surrounding it, and reading the story and doing the final objective was really, really cool. And also, the backpack is, like I said, overpowered, and extra carry weight. Everybody likes extra carry weight. It's like taking a page out of Fallout 76's book, I suppose. Even though it might have come out first, I don't remember which, because this was not one of the new ones.
No, but that's another thing we haven't fully addressed as well. A lot of this stuff that was included in the bundle was old, like very old, like years old. There were half a dozen new creations, like brand new, added in, and then most of the other stuff was just, it had already been in the creations menu for ages.
Yeah. Well, I was going to bring up the one that I mentioned earlier, which was the Sea Scavengers one, but I don't want to spoil too much about it.
Okay.
Since you haven't done it?
Yeah, without getting into details, just in the broadest strokes, what was it that you liked about it?
I do like being a breadcrumb note reader, and this one had some pretty enticing notes throughout.
Nice.
And also, the equipment was fine. It was more just the vibe of this one was kind of cool.
That's fair.
And it involves the glowing sea, which is, I like going there for pretty much any reason, really, because it's more hostile and the most irradiated place in the game. So
yeah.
High threat everywhere, all the time.
Yeah.
Recently got the ion gun, like before we started recording.
Oh, I still need to get that.
It's interesting. I don't have a science-based character, so I haven't...
Oh, okay.
They have a whole bunch of these cool energy weapons that I'm not able to mod with my character right now, which sucks.
I have a special, like, level 300 and something character that I've got saved who I just run through all the creations with, so that I have, like, all the perks necessary.
Honestly, that's what I should have done, but I didn't. I made a new character.
You're getting a more authentic playthrough with this stuff.
That is why I usually tend to do it.
Yeah,
because
I'm like, I need to rush through and see what the exact specifics are, if it works with a build, before I worry about the actual
Because if I'm making a guide on it, I need to, feel like I'm going through as a freshie instead of just slamming through all the enemies, because I can do that. It is doable. But, there's certain situations, like, I mean, when you got to that little raider encampment at the garage, I think, for the heavy plasma weapon,
Yes.
and the rocket launcher dude on the roof.
Yeah.
So it was like a combination of two raiders that had heavy weapons on them.
Yes.
And that made it actually a little more challenging.
Yeah. That one, I've actually played through that a few times with multiple characters now, and it really is a case of you need to be super aggressive if you want to have an easy time of it. If you can just right away kill the big raiders, because there's also a suit of power armor there, which the raiders will get into, and like, if you can just go like full-blown violence, high DPS, then it's not too bad a fight, but otherwise you're in for a real challenge.
Yeah.
On the difficulty side of it, I actually want to tangentially bring up the Sentinel power armor.
Yep.
Have you done that whole quest and stuff yet?
I sure have.
Yeah, so first off, on the road between like a Drumlin Diner, just south of Drumlin Diner, there are like two sets of robot power armors who will kill any low-level players. Just flat out. They are stupidly strong for what is going to be a low-level character.
Rebalance, please.
I had people who were like, "Oh, Sarge, well, of course you died. You went down south with only like a basic armor and weapon." And I'm like, yeah, because normally there aren't power armor robots just standing in the road.
It does not matter. Like,
Yeah.
I had to come back level 17-ish to be able to... I mean, I melted them because I had the heavy plasma weapon,
fair.
but
Yeah.
I had to gear up quite a bit to take these things down. And the fact that this is the main road towards Lexington...
Not just towards Lexington, but if you're going down to Diamond City, if you decide to avoid Lexington and stuff, this is just a road you're going to travel. This is the most traveled main road in all of Fallout 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
There's no reason these
They shouldn't be there.
Sentinel power armors should be here.
Also, I read the creation description, and it says, start the creation by tuning into the distress signal outside of Fort Hagen. And I'm like,
oh no,
that's a very different location to start
it
out
is.
at. That would make sense.
No, that's where they should be.
I mean,
why did they do
'cause-
this?
Yeah, I'm not sure how far away they are from where they're actually supposed to be, or if the signal's just like really long range, and they for some reason expect you to go to Fort Hagen before traveling the main road down
No,
to
the
Diamond
corpses
City.
are there
but...
too. Like all of the clues and stuff are there as well.
Oh, okay, I've not actually seen the clues surrounding it.
Yeah.
Wait, no, but I did see, because there's two, like, dead Power Armor Brotherhood-style people along with them, right? Are those the corpses you're on about?
Yes.
Okay, I didn't have them spawn in the first time I encountered these guys, but I've had them spawn in there ever since.
Huh.
Yeah, so,
This is
believe
weird.
it or not, guys, this might be slightly broken.
I don't believe it.
Yeah. But...
Creation's getting broken?
yeah, just not working properly. Oh man, the next video I'm making on the main channel, I was going to get some of the legendary power armor that you get through doing Brotherhood quests, but on the Fort Strong quest, the vertibird you need to fly through is like wedged into the Pridwin now, and you can't activate it. So I'm going to have to be like, hey, there is legendary power armor, I couldn't get it, because...
Oh.
Yeah. The game's breaking so often now, it's ridiculous. But I wanted to say on the Sentinel power armor that first off, you're dealing with overpowered enemies, just in a really low level location. And that on its own is bad. Once you finish the quest, you get yourself a Sentinel power armor robot. And it is overpowered, for multiple reasons.
Yes.
First off, it is literally just a suit of power armor, and you get to like equip different power armor pieces, and that's just what it is. That's fair enough.
And you can make it extra spooky and remove the helmet so it's just headless.
You can remove everything and just have a power armor frame on its own
too.
walking around, and it's so dumb. Also, it doesn't matter what power armor you have, it's immortal. I have tried to kill this thing, and it does not take damage. The power armor pieces don't get damaged. It just keeps going, no matter what, and there's nothing to stop it. It comes kitted out by default with quite a powerful, like, automatic laser rifle. Like, you can give it better weapons, but by default it's got a pretty strong weapon for a companion. And then the last thing about it is it works on dogmeat rules. So it doesn't count as a follower, and you can have a lone wanderer along with this.
I
or
was
an
wondering
additional
about
follower
that because
and
I
this.
started because I started questioning its AI, because
Yeah.
it would regularly walk in front of me, and that is a dog meat behavior.
Yeah. It is. It is not technically a follower. So the current build I'm working on is a Lone Wanderer build that has a unkillable power armor robot following
That's
them,
insane.
and it's
Okay.
so dumb. Yeah.
Cue
It
the
goes
Necromancer build.
it literally, it's a creation that is like overpoweredly broken in both ways. The start of a quest, it's like, well, it's made the game way too hard. The end of a quest is, well, it's made the game way too easy. It's real dumb.
That's too much.
Yeah.
Yeah, I used it for I put the Outcast power armor on it because Outcasts are cool,
Yeah.
and it's got the red headlamp on it too,
Yeah.
so it's very atmospheric when it's following you around, and very scary robot.
Yep.
But I wanted to mention the Settlement Ambush Kit. Have you played around with that at all?
I have not played around with that, though I am very intrigued by it. That does look interesting.
It's pretty neat, I will
Nice.
say. Yeah. I was pleasantly surprised with how much depth there is in this actual creation. So what you can do is, I think it gives you like different wall pieces and stuff like that too, like actually defensive
Okay.
settlement pieces and stuff. But you have a fresh meat lure, which attracts creatures and mutants, and then you also have the fake distress signal, which attracts all human enemies basically at random types.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we do have the security fences in the watchtower and stuff like that. So there's a whole bunch of different like defensive things you can put up.
Yeah.
But what it does when you flip one of these lures on is start a multi-wave attack on your settlement.
Okay.
And every 10 waves, a special enemy shows up that's extra powerful and usually named. And once you take them out and finish that round, you get a flag that'll start you basically where you left off. So if you get to round 10, you're just like, oh, it starts at round 10 or whatever. Which is a cool little thing. And there's like 3 separate flags, one for mutants, one for raiders, one for gunners, I think. And one of the other cool things about it is it has security cameras that actually work.
All right.
You can install the security camera monitors in your camp and just hook them up to the power. And then if you install the security cameras kind of wherever you want, you can pretty much plaster them everywhere. And then activate the monitors. As long as everything's powered, you can literally just watch the action from those cameras.
Nice.
Yeah. And it was surprising to me that you could actually do that.
I am very glad that works, because something I kind of wanted to do in Fallout 4 for so long is proper settlement defense. Because the standard, oh, your settlement needs your help mission, they're never any good. It's like, if you're playing in survival mode, 9 times out of 10 you just can't make it in time anyway. And if playing outside of survival mode, it's you fast travel there, and oh, it's like 3 simps are shooting at your settlers. And if you get involved, you might accidentally kill a settler, but if you don't get involved, then they'll be fine.
Now, I will say I haven't tested that if it's fully remote or not. Like, I haven't tested if you can go from one camp to or one settlement to another one with the monitors. So
yeah, but I think that's not the biggest complaint. If
that would be
that is
cool,
the case.
but I don't know.
No. But I really like the idea of actually being able to build up your settlement and have it repel attacks. Because for a while I wanted to do that with the Nuka World DLC, where I basically wanted to do a full playthrough as the Minutemen, where I really built up these proper defensive settlements, and then I got to attack them with the Raiders.
Yeah.
And I never got around to that, because that is a big, hefty playthrough that would take so many hours to actually do properly.
Yep.
But this now gives me a seemingly much quicker way to get a similar sort of experience, though this time on the more defender side, which the base game doesn't do very well. And yeah, I really like the sound of that.
Yeah, and
Especially
you can set it up to funnel enemies and stuff like that with the newer wall pieces, which snap a lot easier. You can shape them a lot easier. They clip a lot easier into structures. Like it's great.
It just works.
I've enjoyed. This is the one where I can say it just works because it does.
Yeah.
Weirdly enough.
Yep. It is the case of a handful of the creations are good. Just flat out. The people making them did a solid job. But it's overshadowed by the fact that this is a bundle. And so many of the creations are either bad or just disappointing and just don't have a lot of stuff. So when looking at as a whole piece, it's just like, well, this doesn't seem very good. But there are some creations where it's like genuinely people put some time and passion into this and made something that makes the game better.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And shout out to the Tunnel Snakes Rule one again. Because I like that one. And it's got some, callbacks to, well, Fallout 3 and the Tunnel Snakes.
Yeah.
And
there's a lot of Fallout callbacks and stuff within several of these creations.
Yeah.
Like
Nostalgia.
some of them are just, here's equipment from Fallout 3 or New Vegas.
Yeah. To be fair, Skyrim did the same thing with Morrowind. So
yes, they very much did the same. God, I still hate that the Morrowind weapons are just small. They're just they all are undersized and look stupid in your character. It's a real complaint. If they just made them like 1.5 times the size that they actually are, they'd look fine. But anytime, because I recently did it for a secret project which will launch in like 6 or 7 months or whatever.
What? Secret.
But I recently went back into Skyrim and I was like, oh yeah, there's this unique mace from the Anniversary Edition Creations. It's a Morrowind one. Let's put it on my character and see how it looks. Oh, it looks like a whisk. It looks like my character is holding a whisk. It is so dumb. It is just tiny. And I'm like, no, this is just bad.
Gonna make some flapjacks, Sarge?
Yeah, I'm not sure if it was... Maybe weapons in Morrowind were just much smaller than I remember them being. Or maybe someone was trying to be more realistic. Because real weapons, especially maces and hammers and axes and stuff, tend to be quite a lot smaller than the video game variants we get. Because practically you don't want a big heavy weapon that's going to tire you out as a one-handed thing. You want like much smaller condensed weight that you pivot and just use it in a more practical sense. But those weapons don't look as cool. Just flat out. So I think video games do the right thing in making the weapons oversized a bit because then they actually look right. It's the same reason that scales of actual buildings in video games are normally so much taller, because it doesn't look right if you put it realistic size. Everything feels cramped and stuff. I'm going to go on a whole tangent, Caedo. Please talk.
Well, I think the addition of like all of the skins, the overall consensus, and I think how we feel is, I think, okay, here's the thing. I think they should have waited on next gen and put all of that in here too.
That's fair.
That would have made me happier as a player as well, because next gen, some of that stuff should have been optional.
Yeah.
Whereas I'm pretty sure it was just an update where like a lot of players just don't have a choice.
Yeah.
So that's how I personally feel about it. And they shouldn't have oversold it, obviously. Like all of the skins could have been in their own category as a thing.
Yeah. I think it genuinely would have been so much more impressive if it was a case of, hey, we've got the weapon skin bundle, and then people go into it and are like, oh wow, there's a whole bunch of stuff here. I don't know why they led with 150 plus creations as like so much of a marketing and stuff around this.
Yeah, I mean, we do know why.
Yes, we know why, but it also makes it seem so much worse.
This is 1,000+ planets, Bethesda, we're talking about.
Yes. But I think you bring up a good thing as well with the next gen update, which, if I recall correctly, was free for us, right? I think there was... Yeah. Was it, like, ever paid for anyone on console or anything like that? Yeah, that was a case of we got, like, half a dozen or so creations.
Hold on.
Okay. Caedo checks that. Yeah. I'll say we got, like, half a dozen or so creations for that. It was much smaller in scope, but I know for us PC players on Steam at least, I'm pretty sure we didn't pay for it. And now they've gone with a like $20 version of that same sort of deal, which is a lot more money for admittedly more creations, but the actual quality of them doesn't feel like drastically improved across the board. It's a real mixed bag. So now Bethesda's asking Fallout 4 fans to pay for something, and they break the game at the same time. And it doesn't seem like a good deal, especially when there's been years and years of modding for free, which is what most people are used to. And even when Bethesda did add in some creations the previous year, they were once again for free. But now it's like, hey, give us a whole bunch of money and we'll give you a grab bag of stuff. Some good, some bad.
It looks like it was free for consoles as well, or at least
Okay.
supposed to be, but there was also a visual glitch on the PlayStation Store, according to one of the posts I looked at. But it was free.
Yeah.
As an update.
Yep, there we go. My point stands even firmer now.
Yeah.
It's like, you can't just give us free stuff and then be like, hey, what if we gave you more? But also, it was expensive.
Yeah.
And expect everyone to be happy.
So, and if they had followed the same way they did it, again, with the Skyrim Anniversary Edition, they had several free things they included it for everybody, including fishing, which is a chunky piece of content. Not just the fishing, guys. It's a chunky piece of content. It's got a lot of stuff you can fish out of the water, including some of the most OP rings in the game. And a quest line that ends in a weird boss fight, but it's still cool. But I lost my train of thought. I was thinking of giant crabs now.
Oh dear.
What they could have done was save that next gen update for like, here's some free stuff you can have for the anniversary.
Yeah.
And give people the next gen stuff. And then on top of that being like, hey, if you want to pay more, here is all of the creations plus a few new ones. I think that would have been a better idea because it worked really well for Skyrim.
Yeah, the next gen update was just over a year ago. Like, it wasn't needed to come out at that point. They just kind of did. And I still don't know why. I don't know why they did it exactly at that point.
Because nobody was talking about Starfield?
Maybe, yeah.
They needed
I suppose
something.
that makes sense.
They needed an IP to make some money or something.
Yeah. That may well be it.
Draw attention away from Starfield, maybe. I don't know.
Yep. Hey, they've definitely drawn attention away from Starfield with this.
Yeah, they sure have. Did you ever try the Tale of the Beast Hunter? We didn't talk about that yet.
No?
Tale of the Beast Hunter is free. A free Bethesda curated creation that you have to go into the store, manually get, and it's voiced content.
Okay, one thing I want to make clear is this is not part of the bundle.
It's not. It's really frustrating, I know. But
yes,
it's not
which is why I've not played it. And
of
even now, with you
Anniversary.
mentioning it, I'm not sure if I should get it or not.
Why?
Because it's not part of the bundle. And one thing I try and do is keep my game like as the standard version. That way I'm not like, this only works if you're using this one specific mod. That's something I've done from the start of my channel pretty much, where I've not forced like, oh, you have to play with this mod. I tried to always make it so like, yeah, everyone can follow along with this. This is just standard, and then if you've got mods or stuff, that can just add to it. But I'm making something that works for everyone. And all these anniversary editions and special editions and stuff have kind of screwed me over a lot with that whole mentality. And it's been quite frustrating.
This is a Bethesda Softworks official, though.
Yeah.
As opposed
it is
to,
official,
like...
but even the people who have the anniversary edition, a lot of them are not going to be aware that it's like a free creation thing made by Bethesda. I wasn't aware that it was free until a minute ago when you said so.
Okay.
Yeah. Like, unless you're in the know if someone's told you about this, or you just happen to have clicked on it because you've gone through the creation store, this isn't something you're gonna know.
Yeah. Just get Fallout 4 Game of the Year. Right?
I mean, my advice to people I gave in my videos was to play something else for a while.
until this gets ironed out. Hopefully.
Yeah, I've heard people say that on Monday, so the day after this comes out, there's supposed to be fixes done by then, but who knows?
There's been an answer, quite a bit of announcements related to we're looking into, and we're making sure that PlayStation players get access to Tale of Beast Hunter, because PlayStation's always has issues with Bethesda things.
Yeah.
And they're damage controlling at the very least. So we'll see. But what I'll say, how long has it been since y'all have played Skyrim Anniversary Edition? Go play that.
Let me check. It was October 20th.
That wasn't very long ago for you.
No, it wasn't. If you'd asked me on October 19th, though, it would have been a long time ago, I'm sure.
It's like the most nothing statement. If you asked me before I played it,
yeah,
then I wouldn't have played it.
Hey,
recently.
I've not properly played Skyrim in a good couple of years or so now.
Does yours still show a special edition too?
Yes.
I hate it.
Because I think I bought the Anniversary Edition, but then it's not Anniversary Edition, it's Special Edition with the Anniversary Edition creation. It's dumb.
With the upgrade.
It's very dumb.
Yeah. Even though it changes the title screen and everything, it doesn't change the name of the game.
Yeah.
Yep. But hey, it's got a lot more meat in those creations than what we got here. So that's my suggestion. Just play the game that kind of proved that it had a lot to offer with its Anniversary Edition.
Yeah.
If they were gonna throw stuff into Fallout 4, it was a good time to just make something new. More new, I should say, instead of just throw a bunch of skins into the thing. And now I'm getting jaded about it. Oh no, not me too.
Oh dear. Well, hey, people in the comments, what do you think about Fallout 4 Anniversary Edition? I can already guess, but hey, some people have had more of a positive opinion. Yes.
I'm still playing it.
Yeah, I'm playing it as well, now that I actually can. I'm really looking forward to when it stops lagging half the time. That's going to be great.
Hope that happens at some point for you.
But hey, I'm definitely playing it. Should we move on to the what have we been doing / playing / stuff?
Sure.
Yeah, I've been playing some Fallout 4 Anniversary Edition. As you mentioned, I've started, after my couple of videos on the main channel complaining about how, it doesn't seem very good, and it broke my game entirely, and it was only with Caedo's help that I was able to get my game working at all.
Hey, happy to help.
Yep, thank you very much, Caedo. After making those 2 videos, I am now making some Fallout 4 builds. I was like, I'll make, just a few character builds for the Anniversary Edition stuff. I've now decided I'm making at least 4 Anniversary Edition builds, because I'm going to do 1 for each main faction. I've already done the Institute Heavy, who uses the overpowered plasma weapons, and I'm currently working on a Brotherhood build, and then I've got to figure out what I'm doing for the Railroad and the Minutemen. And I've got a couple of ideas, but I really need to play through more of the creations to know what will actually work with them. But that's what I've been doing on the main channel. But the second channel, Bad Company Gaming, now has over 1,000 subscribers.
Yeah, congrats, dude.
Yeah. It's actually apparently
awesome.
1,043. Hey,
Whoa.
it's still going up.
Nice.
Yeah, but that's a very important kind of milestone, because to be monetized on YouTube, you need to hit a certain number of watch hours or 10 million YouTube Shorts views in a year or something.
That's right.
Yeah,
the Shorts one is stupid still.
It's stupidly high. And on top of that, alongside that, you also need to reach 1,000 subscribers. And I hit the watch time ages ago, because it's a challenge run / let's play style channel, so there's a lot of watch time going in there. But I've now hit 1,000 subscribers, so my second channel is monetized, which actually means I make money from all the work I put into it.
You're making twice the income, Sarge.
Yes, I definitely don't have a current estimated revenue on the second channel of £3.23. No, but it's been very
Please
nice
feed
to see.
this man.
No, you know what? It's the podcast. There's not many people listening. I don't mind disclosing the finances a little bit. The Fallout 4 update, I have made over 10 times the cost of it, thanks to my ranty videos. What's it called? The CPM, the RPM?
The full price of it?
Oh, well, the price that I paid.
Oh, the price of the Creations bundle.
Yeah, like,
okay.
For some reason, these videos
I was going to be like,
ridiculous...
you made $600?
No. God, no. But no, for some reason, like, the amount of money per 1,000 views, the CPM, is higher than it normally is. Which, I don't know why, for both of my videos talking about how bad the creations are.
Well, yeah, because it's probably cross-promoting, like, the actual thing.
Oh, that is quite funny. Someone gets an ad for Anniversary Edition, and then I go, God, this sucks.
Because that's sometimes what happens with the,
Yeah.
with the hot topics, is like,
Yeah, but...
those advertisers auction into, like, anything talking about it, even if it's negative.
Yeah, but it's been nice to see that pay for itself, because I know Outer Worlds 2 has just about paid for itself, because I didn't buy the actual game, but I'm doing it through Game Pass. I've kind of done it, so it's just nice to cover something and be like, oh hey, I've not lost money on this.
Yeah.
But that's the financial side of things. Over on Bad Company Gaming, as well as hitting 1,000 subscribers, I have been doing Fallout 4 Anniversary Edition Bingo, where I've created a bingo card of stuff like recruit a dog, the game crashes, backpack, and I'm just filling off squares as I go, trying to get 5 in a row. It's a very silly challenge run, but I've been having some fun with it, and it's getting a lot of people disputing things in the comments, because basically everything I say, someone has a different opinion. Like, I've been like, oh, the C... Oh god, let's check it. Come on, I find it. One sec. Oh, so much scrolling. The CR-74L. There we go. I'm like, oh, it's an overpowered weapon. I'm marking off the OP weapon thing here, and someone in the comments is just like, no, it's not actually overpowered. Just like every square I mark off, I swear I have someone who's just going to be like, no, I disagree.
Well, to be fair, I was the first one to do that, and then...
Then you
I
retract
went back
it.
on what I said.
Yeah, Caedo's first impression of this rifle to me was like, oh, it's just like a modded out version of a 10mm pistol.
Yep.
Which was a really weird one to go for. I'm assuming you just had a 10mm pistol that was
mainly
very modded out at the point.
But then I also like immediately went to the water and like chugged a bunch of it.
Oh.
To bloody me up, and it was ruining dudes.
Yeah, the start of the next episode of Anniversary Bingo, I need to like get my character low on health so I can just show off the actual damage numbers, because base damage is still pretty high when you have like none of the bloodied effect going on, but it quickly becomes ludicrous once you start losing health.
Oh yes.
But yeah, that's what's been happening. Second channel, I've also been playing The Outer Worlds 2, which unfortunately I've had to stop playing because the Fallout stuff is happening. But I've had a lot of fun with The Outer Worlds 2. It's going to take me so many months to actually get through it, but I'm determined to actually play it because it's a very fun game. On the second channel, I have been doing a bit of my No Guns playthrough. I don't think it's going to make it to the end. Unfortunately, interest dropped off very rapidly. And if this was a fairly short series, then I would see it through to the end. If it's like 20 episodes or less, I'd be like, yeah, I'm going to play this, I'm having a good time. It feels good to have a completed series as well. But this is such a long game.
Sarge, just do it. I'll watch.
No, it's such a long game.
Sarge, just do it.
I think what I'm going to do is officially... technically, I've already recorded 11 episodes. But I think I'm officially going to end the series on like episode 8 or so, which is when I'm...
Hold on. Wait.
What?
I think they have plans for DLC, so you could put it on pause until the DLCs come out, and then pick it back up again.
That's not gonna work.
Why?
Because none of the episodes have done particularly well in terms of views. Like, there is just really not much interest in it on my channel, I'm afraid.
That makes me really sad.
Yeah, it's a shame. It's also something that's happened anytime I've covered Obsidian stuff.
Why can't you all like other Obsidian games? I am so tired of this.
Yeah. But no, what I was getting at is I'm probably going to officially call the series after episode 8, which is where I basically finish the first planet and that. But because I've already uploaded and scheduled episode 9, 10, and 11, I'm going to have those as, like, unlisted extra things, so people can just watch them if they want to. But after episode 8, I can start on a series that more people will enjoy and actually, like, tune into. That's my current plan with it. But that's what I've been doing. What have you been up to, Caedo?
Well, I wrote down what I've been doing.
Yeah, I'm just going to let Caedo talk, and you can say as much as you want.
It's not going to be much. So I will say the tips and tricks of The Outer Worlds 2 just surpassed the cost that I paid.
I'm happy to hear it.
So the tips and tricks paid for the game.
Yep.
Just. And hopefully it continues to go up, because I'm still getting comments saying, you know, that's a useful tip, or I didn't know I could do this. You know, I'm still getting those kinds of positive feedback things, which is really nice.
Yeah, I assume
Always
you'll
like
make some
that.
other Outer Worlds 2 guides as well.
I have one that I've been splicing the map together for. It's the magazines. Because obviously I have to do one of those. Because they have them, and it's just 10. It's just 10 this time. Only 10.
Yep.
Not 130. Bethesda. So that's the other one. And also, I think eventually, if I feel like I have the time, I do really want to do a countdown of some kind for The Outer Worlds 2, because there are, proper grammar, there are so many unique things that are fun to use.
Yeah, I was wondering if you do like all unique rifles, or if you do like more of a countdown thing, because
it would probably be a countdown.
That's fair,
for sure. Those just kind of function better as, you know, things that I can make in a timely manner as well.
Yeah,
so I kind of learned after Cyberpunk that I shouldn't do it all.
Your Cyberpunk video was worth it in the end. That is your third most viewed video on the channel, Caedo.
But recently?
I mean, it's the most recent high view video on your channel since the Death Stranding tips and tricks. Like, it paid off, is all I'm saying.
It did.
The Cyberpunk video did pay off in the end.
But I'm still upset about it.
Yeah, I mean, how terrible it is to only have 1.8 million views on that
video.
You worked
I'm
really
so
hard on.
rich. Check me out in my yacht, bro.
Like, I'm just saying, it still was worthwhile. And there's definitely videos which have been much easier for you to make, and you've done just as good or close by to that. And there's been videos that you put a lot of work into as well and didn't do as good, but it was still worth the effort, is what I'm getting at. Just don't feel too disparaged by it.
Thank you.
You did a good job, and you were rewarded.
Thank you for the encouragement. I feel like we've switched roles. Yeah, the Final Fantasy Tactics one is doing numbers.
That one's been good recently.
This one's like tripled in views since I've seen it last.
Yeah, it's over 50k views now.
Yeah. This one is approaching paying for itself like 10 times over.
Ooh.
Yeah, that one's tasty. That's a tasty little tips and tricks right there. So
it is nice to see that your tips and tricks videos are generally paying for the game.
Yeah, I don't know. I hate that I'm going to like kind of veer in this direction, but I feel like I have to just like sustain living on my own now.
I mean, it's a good way to ensure that you don't lose money covering a game.
Yeah.
Because you can do the tips and tricks and then work on guides which take longer to come out and stuff. Because I very much obviously know the whole thing of being like, well, I need to get a video out quickly because the game is new and there's interest around it, and then doing the actual hard work videos, it's always going to be delayed from the release and the hype around the game because it takes time.
Oh, did I mention I got a Bethesda email release day for Anniversary?
You've not mentioned on the PIPCAST, but I think I saw in your Discord.
I should have mentioned that. Yeah, I got it right on release day, and I was like, well, I bought it already, so I hope you keep me in mind for future codes.
I mean, were you able to just refund it and then take the code? Save yourself like $20?
Nah, I didn't even do that.
Nah.
Because I wasn't even entirely sure it was legit anyway.
That's fair.
It's just like, let's make sure to, send me a code next time.
Yeah.
And then if this Jordan person has a code to share, then I'll use it.
Mm-hmm.
If they send me a bogus link, I will not click it.
Yeah.
So there was that. But of course, the main thing is I have been highly distracted by a pretty girl.
Oh dear.
And we went on a date this week, and it was freaking awesome. And that's all I'm going to say about it.
Sensible.
I am just happy. I'm a happy little guy. And I think that's pretty much all I've been doing. Been watching stuff on Dropout still, too. Dropout's good.
Oh, I've been watching Cafe Manamdang, and the point I paused it at was a priest introducing a pig. And that's all I want to say about that show. You should all be watching it by now. That's the best I could give.
This is your Korean crime dramas, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Technically, it's a Korean crime drama comedy. And it is very funny.
I would assume so with the pig
yeah.
in the scene.
It's so good. I'm having such a good time watching it.
But yeah, that's pretty much what's been going on. Unless you have anything else, Sarge.
No, I added my pig comment.
Okay. Well, if you all have things to say about Fallout 4 Anniversary Edition, if you think we were too harsh, I don't know, please share. You might become a comment of the cast either way, because we like interacting with all of you and grabbing your comments for talking about in future episodes. So until then, thank you to Wasteland Legends Sven, and thank you to the supporters of both of us. You get to be in the credits of the videos and stuff like that. So thanks again. Take care of yourselves, and we'll see you in a couple weeks. Bye.